Instagram. In today's video we'll learn about Instagram. Going through the sections: abstract, history, features and tools, user characteristics and behavior, reception, censorship and restricted content, experiences, external links. Abstract. Instagram, commonly abbreviated to IG or Insta, is an American photo and video sharing social networking service owned by Facebook, created by Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger and originally launched on iOS in October 2010. The Android version was released in April 2012, followed by a feature-limited desktop interface in November 2012, a Fire OS app in June 2014, and an app for Windows 10 in October 2016. The app allows users to upload media that can be edited with filters and organized by hashtags and geographical tagging. Posts can be shared publicly or with pre-approved followers. Users can browse other users' content by tags and locations and view trending content. Users can like photos and follow other users to add their content to a feed, a function that seems to be discontinued as of September 2020. Instagram was originally distinguished by only allowing content to be framed in a square, 1:1, aspect ratio with 640 pixels to match the display width of the iPhone at the time. In 2015, these restrictions were eased with an increase to 1080 pixels. The service also added messaging features, the ability to include multiple images or videos in a single post, and a stories feature similar to its main opposition Snapchat, which allows users to post photos and videos to a sequential feed, with each post accessible by others for 24 hours each. As of January 2019, the stories feature is used by 500 million users daily. After its launch in 2010, Instagram rapidly gained popularity, with 1 million registered users in 2 months, 10 million in a year, and 1 billion as of June 2018. In April 2012, Facebook acquired the service for approximately $1 billion in cash and stock. As of October 2015, over 40 billion photos had been uploaded. Although praised for its influence, Instagram has been the subject of criticism, most notably for policy and interface changes, allegations of censorship, and illegal or improper content uploaded by users. As of January 2021, the most followed person is footballer Cristiano Ronaldo with over 253 million followers. As of January 14, 2019, the most liked photo on Instagram is a picture of an egg, posted by the account at world_record_egg, created with the sole purpose of surpassing the previous record of 18 million likes on a Kylie Jenner post. The picture currently has over 54 million likes. Instagram became the fourth most downloaded mobile app of the 2010s. This project compresses information gathered from Wikipedia in video format. Why should I watch it? Studies prove that reading while listening improves comprehension, increases speed as well as expands vocabulary and enhances fluency. Provide your feedback on the comments section. Support the channel by subscribing and liking the video, thanks. History. Instagram began development in San Francisco as Burb, a mobile check-in app created by Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger. Realizing that Burb was too similar to Foursquare, Systrom and Krieger refocused their app on photo sharing, which had become a popular feature among Burb users. They renamed the app Instagram, a portmanteau of Instant Camera and Telegram. On March 5, 2010, Systrom closed a $500,000 seed funding round with Baseline Ventures and Andreessen Horowitz while working on Burb. Josh Riedel joined the company in October as community manager, Shane Sweeney joined in November as an engineer, and Jessica Zalman joined as a community evangelist in August 2011. The first Instagram post was a photo of South Beach Harbor at Pier 38, posted by Mike Krieger at 5:26 p.m. on July 16, 2010. Systrom shared his first post, a picture of a dog in his girlfriend's foot, a few hours later at 9:24 p.m. It has been wrongly attributed as the first Instagram photo due to the earlier letter of the alphabet in its URL. On October 6, 2010, the Instagram iOS app was officially released through the App Store. In February 2011, it was reported that Instagram had raised $7 million in series of funding from a variety of investors, including Benchmark Capital, Jack Dorsey, Chris Sacca, Through Capital Fund, and Adam D'Angelo. The deal valued Instagram at around $20 million. In April 2012, Instagram raised $50 million from venture capitalists with a $500 million valuation. Joshua Kushner was the second largest investor in Instagram's Series B fundraising round, leading his investment firm, Thrive Capital, to double its money after the sale to Facebook. On April 3, 2012, Instagram released a version of its app for Android phones, and it was downloaded more than 1 million times in less than one day. The Android app has since received two significant updates. First, in March 2014, which cut the file size of the app by half and added performance improvements, then in April 2017, to add an offline mode that allows users to view and interact with content without an internet connection. At the time of the announcement, it was reported that 80% of Instagram's 600 million users are located outside the US, and while the aforementioned functionality was live at its announcement, Instagram also announced its intention to make more features available offline, and that they were exploring an iOS version. On April 9, 2012, Facebook Incorporated bought Instagram for $1 billion in cash and stock, with a plan to keep the company independently managed. Britain's Office of Fair Trading approved the deal on August 14, 2012, and on August 22, 2012, the Federal Trade Commission in the U.S. closed its investigation, allowing the deal to proceed. On September 6, 2012, the deal between Instagram and Facebook officially closed with a purchase price of $300 million in cash and 23 million shares of stock. The deal closed just before Facebook's scheduled initial public offering, according to CNN. The deal price was compared to the $35 million Yahoo paid for Flickr in 2005. Mark Zuckerberg said Facebook was committed to building and growing Instagram independently. According to Wired, the deal netted System $400 million. In November 2012, Instagram launched website profiles, allowing anyone to see user feeds from a web browser with limited functionality. Since the app's launch, it had used the Foursquare API technology to provide named location tagging. In March 2014, Instagram started to test and switch the technology to use Facebook Places. In June 2015, the desktop website user interface was redesigned to become more flat and minimalistic, but with more screen space for each photo and to resemble the layout of Instagram's mobile website. Furthermore, one row of pictures only has 3 instead of 5 photos to match the mobile layout. The slideshow banner on the top of profile pages, which simultaneously slideshowed 7 picture tiles of pictures posted by the user, alternating at different times in a random order, has been removed. In addition, the formerly angular profile pictures became circular. On May 11, 2016, Instagram revamped its design, adding a black and white flat design theme for the app's user interface, and a less skeuomorphistic, more abstract, modern and colorful icon. Rumors of a redesign first started circulating in April, when The Verge received a screenshot from a tipster, but at the time, an Instagram spokesperson simply told the publication that it was only a concept. On December 6, 2016, Instagram introduced comment liking. However, unlike post likes, the user who posted a comment does not receive notifications about comment likes in their notification inbox. Uploaders can optionally decide to deactivate comments onto a post. In April 2016, Instagram released a Windows 10 mobile app, after years of demand from Microsoft and the public to release an app for the platform. The platform previously had a beta version of Instagram, first released on November 21, 2013 for Windows Phone 8. The new app added support for videos, viewing and creating posts or stories, and viewing live streams, album posts and direct messages. Similarly, an app for Windows 10 personal computers and tablets was released in October 2016. In May, Instagram updated its mobile website to allow users to upload photos, and to add a lightweight version of the Explore tab. On April 30, 2019, the Windows 10 mobile app was discontinued, though the mobile website remains available as a progressive web application, PWA, with limited functionality. The app remains available on Windows 10 computers and tablets, also updated to a PWA in 2020. To comply with the GDPR regulations regarding data portability, Instagram introduced the ability for users to download an archive of their user data in April 2018. IGTV launched on June 20, 2018 as a standalone video application. On September 24, 2018, Krieger and Systrom announced in a statement they would be stepping down from Instagram. On October 1, 2018, it was announced that Adam Mosseri would be the new head of Instagram. During Facebook F8, it was announced that Instagram would, beginning in Canada, pilot the removal of publicly displayed like counts for content posted by other users. Like counts would only be visible to the user who originally posted the content. Messeri stated that this was intended to have users worry a little bit less about how many likes they're getting on Instagram and spend a bit more time connecting with the people that they care about. It has been argued that low numbers of likes in relativity to others could contribute to a lower self-esteem in users. The pilot began in May 2019, and was extended to 6 other markets in July. The pilot was expanded worldwide in November 2019. Also in July 2019, Instagram announced that it would implement new features designed to reduce harassment and negative comments on the service. In August 2019, Instagram also began to pilot the removal of the following tab from the app, which had allowed users to view a feed of the likes and comments made by users they follow. The change was made official in October, with head of product Vishal Shah stating that the feature was underused and that some users were surprised when they realized their activity was being surfaced in this manner. Already in October 2019, there were articles describing that Instagram introduced a limit on the number of posts visible to people not logged in page scrolling mode. Until then, public profiles had been available to everyone. This restriction seems to have been expanded to also include logged-in users as PR. September 2020. In March 2020, Instagram launched a new feature called co-watching. The new feature allows users to share posts with each other over video calls. According to Instagram, they pushed forward the launch of co-watching in order to meet the demand for virtually connecting with friends and family as more people are told to stay at home and social distance as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. In August 2020, Instagram launched a new feature called Reels. The feature is similar to TikTok. Instagram also added suggested posts in August 2020. After scrolling through posts from the past 48 hours, Instagram displays posts related to their interests from accounts they do not follow. Features and tools. Users can upload photographs and short videos, follow other users' feeds, and geotag images with the name of a location. Users can set their account as private, thereby requiring that they approve any new follower requests. Users can connect their Instagram account to other social networking sites, enabling them to share uploaded photos to those sites. In September 2011, a new version of the app included new and live filters, instant tilt shift, high-resolution photographs, optional borders, one-click rotation, and an updated icon. Photos were initially restricted to a square, 1:1 aspect ratio. Since August 2015, the app supports portrait and widescreen aspect ratios as well. Users could formerly view a map of a user's geotagged photos. The feature was removed in September 2016, citing low usage. Since December 2016, posts can be saved into a private area of the app. The feature was updated in April 2017 to let users organize saved posts into named collections. Users can also archive their posts in a private storage area, out of visibility for the public and other users. The move was seen as a way to prevent users from deleting photos that don't garner a desired number of likes or are deemed boring, but also as a way to limit the emergent behavior of deleting photos, which deprives the service of content. In August, Instagram announced that it would start organizing comments into threads, letting users more easily interact with replies. Since February 2017, up to 10 pictures or videos can be included in a single post, with the content appearing as a swipeable carousel. The feature originally limited photos to the square format, but received an update in August to enable portrait and landscape photos instead. In April 2018, Instagram launched its version of a portrait mode called Focus Mode, which gently blurs the background of a photo or video while keeping the subject in focus when selected. In November, Instagram began to support alt text to add descriptions of photos for the visually impaired. They are either generated automatically using object recognition, using existing Facebook technology, or manually specified by the uploader. In January 2011, Instagram introduced hashtags to help users discover both photos and each other. Instagram encourages users to make tags both specific and relevant, rather than tagging generic words like photo, to make photographs stand out and to attract like-minded Instagram users. Users on Instagram have created trends through hashtags. The trends deemed the most popular on the platform often highlight a specific day of the week to post the material on. Examples of popular trends include hashtag Selfie Sunday, in which users post a photo of their faces on Sundays, hashtag Motivation Monday, in which users post motivational photos on Mondays, hashtag Transformation Tuesday, in which users post photos highlighting differences from the past to the present, hashtag Woman Crush Wednesday, in which users post photos of women they have a romantic interest in or view favorably, as well as its hashtag Man Crush Monday counterpart centered on men, and hashtag Throwback Thursday, in which users post a photo from their past, highlighting a particular moment. In December 2017, Instagram began to allow users to follow hashtags, which display relevant highlights of the topic in their feeds. In June 2012, Instagram introduced Explore, a tab inside the app that displays popular photos, photos taken at nearby locations, and Search. The tab was updated in June 2015 to feature trending tags and places, curated content, and the ability to search for locations. In April 2016, Instagram added a Videos You Might Like channel to the tab, followed by an Events channel in August, featuring videos from concerts, sports games, and other live events, followed by the addition of Instagram Stories in October. The tab was later expanded again in November 2016 after Instagram Live launched to display an algorithmically curated page of the best Instagram Live videos currently airing. In May 2017, Instagram once again updated the Explore tab to promote public stories content from nearby places. Instagram offers a number of photographic filters that users can apply to their images. In February 2012, Instagram added a Lux filter, an effect that lightens shadows, darkens highlights and increases contrast. In December 2014, Slumber, Crema, Ludwig, Aiden, and Perpetua were 5 new filters to be added to the Instagram filter family. Initially a purely photo sharing service, Instagram incorporated 15-second video sharing in June 2013. The addition was seen by some in the technology media as Facebook's attempt at competing with the then popular video sharing application Vine. In August 2015, Instagram added support for widescreen videos. In March 2016, Instagram increased the 15-second video limit to 60 seconds. Albums were introduced in February 2017, which allow up to 10 minutes of video to be shared in one post. IGTV is a vertical video application launched by Instagram in June 2018. Basic functionality is also available within the Instagram app and website. IGTV allows uploads of up to 10 minutes in length with a file size of up to 650 megabytes, with verified and popular users allowed to upload videos of up to 60 minutes in length with a file size of up to 5.4 gigabytes. The app automatically begins playing videos as soon as it is launched, which CEO Kevin Systrom contrasted to video hosts where one must first locate a video. In November 2019, it was reported that Instagram had begun to pilot a new video feature known as Reels in Brazil, expanding to France and Germany afterwards. It is similar in functionality to the Chinese video sharing service TikTok, with a focus on allowing users to record short videos set to pre-existing sound clips from other posts. Users could make up to 15, later 30-second videos using this feature. Reels also integrates with existing Instagram filters and editing tools. In July 2020, Instagram rolled out Reels to India after TikTok was banned in the country. The following month, Reels officially launched in 50 countries including the United States, Canada, and United Kingdom. Instagram has recently introduced a Reel button on homepage. In December 2013, Instagram announced Instagram Direct, a feature that lets users interact through private messaging. Users who follow each other can send private messages with photos and videos, in contrast to the public-only requirement that was previously in place. When users receive a private message from someone they don't follow, the message is marked as pending and the user must accept to see it. Users can send a photo to a maximum of 15 people. The feature received a major update in September 2015, adding conversation threading and making it possible for users to share locations, hashtag pages, and profiles through private messages directly from the newsfeed. Additionally, users can now reply to private messages with text, emoji or by clicking on a heart icon. A camera inside Direct lets users take a photo and send it to the recipient without leaving the conversation. A new update in November 2016 let users make their private messages disappear after being viewed by the recipient, with the sender receiving a notification if the recipient takes a screenshot. In April 2017, Instagram redesigned Direct to combine all private messages, both permanent and ephemeral, into the same message threads. In May, Instagram made it possible to send website links in messages, and also added support for sending photos in their original portrait or landscape orientation without cropping. In April 2020, Direct became accessible from the Instagram website. In August 2020, Facebook started merging Instagram Direct into Facebook Messenger. After the update, the Instagram Direct icon transforms into Facebook Messenger icon. In August 2016, Instagram launched Instagram Stories, a feature that allows users to take photos, add effects and layers, and add them to their Instagram story. Images uploaded to a user's story expire after 24 hours. The media noted the feature's similarities to Snapchat. In response to criticism that it copied functionality from Snapchat, CEO Kevin Systrom told Recode that day one, Instagram was a combination of hipstamatic, Twitter some stuff from Facebook like the like button. You can trace the roots of every feature anyone has in their app, somewhere in the history of technology. Although Systrom acknowledged the criticism as fair, Recode wrote that he likened the two social apps' common features to the auto industry. Multiple car companies can coexist, with enough differences among them that they serve different consumer audiences. Systrom further stated that when we adopted, we decided that one of the really annoying things about the format is that it just kept going and you couldn't pause it to look at something, you couldn't rewind. We did all that, we implemented that. He also told the publication that Snapchat didn't have filters, originally. They adopted filters because Instagram had filters and a lot of others were trying to adopt filters as well. In November, Instagram added live video functionality to Instagram Stories, allowing users to broadcast themselves live, with the video disappearing immediately after ending. In January 2017, Instagram launched skippable ads, where 5-second photo and 15-second video ads appear in between different stories. In April 2017, Instagram Stories incorporated augmented reality stickers, a clone of Snapchat's functionality. In May 2017, Instagram expanded the augmented reality sticker feature to support face filters, letting users add specific visual features onto their faces. Later in May, TechCrunch reported about tests of a location stories feature in Instagram Stories, where public stories content at a certain location are compiled and displayed on a business, landmark or a place's Instagram page. A few days later, Instagram announced Story Search, in which users can search for geographic locations or hashtags and the app displays relevant public stories content featuring the search term. In June 2017, Instagram revised its live video functionality to allow users to add their live broadcast to their story for availability in the next 24 hours, or discard the broadcast immediately. In July, Instagram started allowing users to respond to stories content by sending photos and videos, complete with Instagram effects such as filters, stickers, and hashtags. Stories were made available for viewing on Instagram's mobile and desktop websites in late August 2017. On December 5, 2017, Instagram introduced Story Highlights, also known as permanent stories, which are similar to Instagram Stories, but don't expire. They appear as circles below the profile picture and biography and are accessible from the desktop website as well. In June 2018, the daily active story users of Instagram had reached 400 million users, and monthly active users had reached 1 billion active users. Emily White joined Instagram as Director of Business Operations in April 2013. She stated in an interview with The Wall Street Journal in September 2013 that the company should be ready to begin selling advertising by September 2014 as a way to generate business from a popular entity that had not yet created profit for its parent company. White left Instagram in December 2013 to join Snapchat. In August 2014, James Quarles became Instagram's global head of business and brand development, tasked with overseeing advertisement, sales efforts and developing new monetization products. According to a spokesperson. In October 2013, Instagram announced that video and image ads would soon appear in feeds for users in the United States, with the first image advertisements displaying on November 1, 2013. Video ads followed nearly a year later on October 30, 2014. In June 2014, Instagram announced the rollout of ads in the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, with ads starting to roll out that autumn. In March 2015, Instagram announced it would implement carousel ads, allowing advertisers to display multiple images with options for linking to additional content. The company launched carousel image ads in October 2015, and video carousel ads in March 2016. In May 2016, Instagram launched new tools for business accounts, including business profiles, analytics and the ability to promote posts as ads. To access the tools, businesses had to link a corresponding Facebook page. The new analytics page, known as Instagram Insights, allowed business accounts to view top posts, reach, impressions, engagement and demographic data. Insights rolled out first in the United States, Australia, and New Zealand, and expanded to the rest of the world later in 2016. In February 2016, Instagram announced that it had 200,000 advertisers on the platform. This number increased to 500,000 by September 2016, and 1 million in March 2017. In November 2018, Instagram added the ability for business accounts to add product links directing users to a purchase page or to save them to a shopping list. In April 2019, Instagram added the option to check out on Instagram, which allows merchants to sell products directly through the Instagram app. In March 2020, via a blog post, Instagram announced that they are making major moderation changes in order to decrease the flow of disinformation, hoaxes and fake news regarding COVID-19 on its platform. We'll remove COVID-19 accounts from account recommendations, and we are working to remove some COVID-19 related content from Explore unless posted by a credible health organization. We will also start to downrank content in feed and stories that has been rated false by third-party fact-checkers. Instagram has developed and released 3 standalone apps with specialized functionality. In July 2014, it released Bolt, a messaging app where users click on a friend's profile photo to quickly send an image, with the content disappearing after being seen. It was followed by the release of Hyperlapse in August, an iOS-exclusive app that uses clever algorithm processing to create tracking shots and fast time-lapse videos. Microsoft launched a Hyperlapse app for Android and Windows in May 2015, but there has been no official Hyperlapse app from Instagram for either of these platforms to date. In October 2015, it released Boomerang, a video app that combines photos into short, 1-second videos that play back and forth in a loop. The popularity of Instagram has led to a variety of third-party services designed to integrate with it, including services for creating content to post on the service and generating content from Instagram photos, including physical printouts, analytics, and alternative clients for platforms with insufficient or no official support from Instagram. In November 2015, Instagram announced that effective June 1, 2016, it would end fee API access to its platform in order to maintain control for the community and provide a clear roadmap for developers and set up a more sustainable environment built around authentic experiences on the platform, including those oriented towards content creation, publishers, and advertisers. It was reported that these changes were primarily intended to discourage third-party clients replicating the entire Instagram experience, due to increasing monetization of the service, and security reasons, such as preventing abuse by automated click farms, and the hijacking of accounts. In the wake of the Cambridge Analytica scandal, Instagram began to impose further restrictions on its API in 2018. For unlimited browsing of public Instagram profiles without having to create an account, as well as for anonymous browsing of someone else's stories, has to use the Instagram profiles viewer. Stories are more authentic than typical photos posted as posts because users know that in 24 hours their stories will disappear if they don't add them as highlighted. For this reason, they are very valuable for market research. On December 16, 2019, Facebook announced it would expand its fact-checking programs towards Instagram. By using third-party fact-checkers organizations, false information is able to be identified, reviewed and labeled as false information. Content when rated as false or partly false is removed from the Explore page and hashtag pages. Additionally, content rated as false or partly false are labeled as such. With the addition of Facebook fact-checking program came the use of image matching technology to find further instances of misinformation. If a piece of content is labeled false or partly false on Facebook or Instagram, then duplicates of such content will also be labeled as false. In April 2016, Instagram began rolling out a change to the order of photos visible in a user's timeline, shifting from a strictly chronological order to one determined by an algorithm. Instagram said the algorithm was designed so that users would see more of the photos by users that they liked, but there was significant negative feedback, with many users asking their followers to turn on post notifications in order to make sure they see updates. The company wrote a tweet to users upset at the prospect of the change, but did not back down, nor provide a way to change it back. Since 2017, Instagram has employed the ability to reduce the prominence of accounts, shadow banning, it believes may be generating non-genuine engagement and spam, including excessive use of unneeded hashtags, preventing posts from appearing in search results and in the app's Explore section. In a now-deleted Facebook post, Instagram wrote that when developing content, we recommend focusing on your business objective or goal rather than hashtags. Instagram has since been accused of extending the practice to censor posts under vague and inconsistent circumstances, particularly in regards to sexually suggestive material. Instagram caused the user base to fall into outrage with the December 2018 update. They found an attempt to alter the flow of the feed from the traditional vertical scroll to emulate and piggyback the popularity of their Instagram stories with a horizontal scroll, by swiping left. Various backtracking statements were released explaining it as a bug, or as a test release that had been accidentally deployed to too large an audience. In November 2020, Instagram replaced the Activity Feed tab with a new Shop tab, moving the Activity Feed to the top. The new Post button was also relocated to the top and replaced with a Reels tab. The company states that the Shop tab gives you a better way to connect with brands and creators and discover products you love, and the Reels tab makes it easier for you to discover short, fun videos from creators all over the world and people just like you. However, users have not responded well to the change, taking their complaints to Twitter and Reddit. User characteristics and behavior. Following the release in October, Instagram had 1 million registered users in December 2010. In June 2011, it announced that it had 5 million users, which increased to 10 million in September. This growth continued to 30 million users in April 2012, 80 million in July 2012, 100 million in February 2013, 130 million in June 2013, 150 million in September 2013, 300 million in December 2014, 400 million in September 2015, 500 million in June 2016, 600 million in December 2016, 700 million in April 2017, and 800 million in September 2017. In October 2016, Instagram Stories reached 100 million active users, 2 months after launch. This increased to 150 million in January 2017, 200 million in April, surpassing Snapchat's user growth, and 250 million active users in June 2017. In April 2017, Instagram Direct had 375 million monthly users. In June 2011, Instagram passed 100 million photos uploaded to the service. This grew to 150 million in August 2011, and by June 2013, there were over 16 billion photos on the service. In October 2015, there existed over 40 billion photos. Instagram's users are divided equally with 50% iPhone owners and 50% Android owners. While Instagram has a neutral gender bias format, 68% of Instagram users are female while 32% are male. Instagram's geographical use is shown to favor urban areas, as 17% of U.S. adults who live in urban areas use Instagram while only 11% of adults in suburban and rural areas do so. While Instagram may appear to be one of the most widely used sites for photo sharing, only 7% of daily photo uploads, among the top 4 photo sharing platforms, come from Instagram. Instagram has been proven to attract the younger generation, with 90% of the 150 million users under the age of 35. From June 2012 to June 2013, Instagram approximately doubled their number of users. With regards to income, 15% of U.S. Internet users who make less than $30,000 per year use Instagram, while 14% of those making $30,000 to $50,000, and 12% of users who make more than $50,000 per year do so. With respect to the education demographic, respondents with some college education proved to be the most active on Instagram with 23%. Following behind, college graduates consist of 18% and users with a high school diploma or less make up 15%. Among these Instagram users, 24% say they use the app several times a day. Ongoing research continues to explore how media content on the platform affects user engagement. Past research has found that media which show people's faces receive more likes and comments, and that using filters that increase warmth, exposure, and contrast also boosts engagement. Users are more likely to engage with images that depict fewer individuals compared to groups, and also are more likely to engage with content that has not been watermarked, as they view this content as less original and reliable compared to user-generated content. Recently, Instagram has come up with an option for users to apply for a verified account badge. However, this does not guarantee every user who applies will get the verified blue tick. The motives for using Instagram among young people are mainly to look at posts, particularly for the sake of social interactions and recreation. In contrast, the level of agreement expressed in creating Instagram posts was lower, which demonstrates that Instagram's emphasis on visual communication is widely accepted by young people in social communication. Reception. Instagram was the runner-up for Best Mobile App at the 2010 TechCrunch Crunchies in January 2011. In May 2011, Fast Company listed CEO Kevin Systrom at number 66 in the 100 Most Creative People in Business in 2011. In June 2011, Incorporated included co-founders Systrom and Krieger in its 2011 30 Under 30 list. Instagram won Best Locally Made App in the SF Weekly Web Awards in September 2011. 7x7 magazine's September 2011 issue featured Systrom and Krieger on the cover of their The Hot 2011 issue. In December 2011, Apple Incorporated named Instagram the App of the Year for 2011. In 2015, Instagram was named number 1 by Mashable on its list of the 100 best iPhone apps of all time, noting Instagram as one of the most influential social networks in the world. Instagram was listed among Time's 50 best Android applications for 2013 list. In May 2017, a survey conducted by the United Kingdom's Royal Society for Public Health, featuring 1,479 people aged 1,424, asking them to rate social media platforms depending on anxiety, depression, loneliness, bullying and body image, concluded that Instagram was the worst for young mental health. Some have suggested it may contribute to digital dependence, which this same survey noticed its positive effects, including self-expression, self-identity, and community building. In response to the survey, Instagram stated that keeping Instagram a safe and supportive place for young people was a top priority. The company filters out the reviews and accounts. If some of the accounts violate Instagram's community guidelines, it will take action, which could include banning them. In 2017, researchers from Harvard University and University of Vermont demonstrated a machine learning tool that successfully outperformed general practitioners' diagnostic success rate for depression. The tool used color analysis, metadata components, and face detection of users' feeds. Throughout 2019, Instagram began to test the hiding of like counts for posts made by its users. In response to abusive and negative comments on users' photos, Instagram has made efforts to give users more control over their posts and accompanying comments field. In July 2016, it announced that users would be able to turn off comments for their posts, as well as control the language used in comments by inputting words they consider offensive, which will ban applicable comments from showing up. After the July 2016 announcement, the ability to ban specific words began rolling out early August to celebrities, followed by regular users in September. In December, the company began rolling out the abilities for users to turn off the comments and, for private accounts, remove followers. In September 2017, the company announced that public users would be able to limit who can comment on their content, such as only their followers or people they follow. At the same time, it updated its automated comment filter to support additional languages. In June 2017, Instagram announced that it would automatically attempt to filter offensive, harassing, and spammy comments by default. The system is built using a Facebook-developed deep learning algorithm known as deep text, first implemented on the social network to detect spam comments, which utilizes natural language processing techniques, and can also filter by user-specified keywords. In July 2019, the service announced that it would introduce a system to proactively detect problematic comments and encourage the user to reconsider their comment, as well as allowing users the ability to restrict others' abilities to communicate with him, citing that younger users felt the existing block system was too much of an escalation. On August 9, 2012, English musician Ellie Goulding released a new music video for her song Anything Could Happen. The video only contained fan-submitted Instagram photographs that used various filters to represent words or lyrics from the song, and over 1,200 different photographs were submitted. In August 2017, reports surfaced that a bug in Instagram's developer tools had allowed one or more individuals to gain access to the contact information, specifically email addresses and phone numbers, of several high-profile verified accounts, including its most followed user, Selena Gomez. The company said in a statement that it had fixed the bug swiftly and was running an investigation. However, the following month, more details emerged, with a group of hackers selling contact information online, with the affected number of accounts in the millions rather than the previously assumed limitation on verified accounts. Hours after the hack, a searchable database was posted online, charging $10 per search. The Daily Beast was provided with a sample of the affected accounts, and could confirm that, while many of the email addresses could be found with a Google search in public sources, some did not return relevant Google search results and thus were from private sources. The Verge wrote that cybersecurity firm Rep Knight had found contact information for multiple actors, musicians, and athletes, and singer Selena Gomez's account was used by the hackers to post naked photos of her ex-boyfriend Justin Bieber. The company admitted that we cannot determine which specific accounts may have been impacted, but believed that it was a low percentage of Instagram accounts, though TechCrunch stated in its report that 6 million accounts were affected by the hack, and that Instagram services more than 700 million accounts. 6 million is not a small number. In 2019, Apple pulled an app that let users stalk people on Instagram by scraping accounts and collecting data. On December 17, 2012, Instagram announced a change to its terms of service policy, adding the following sentence. To help us deliver interesting paid or sponsored content or promotions, you agree that a business or other entity may pay us to display your username, likeness, photos, along with any associated metadata, and/or actions you take, in connection with paid or sponsored content or promotions, without any compensation to you. There was no option for users to opt out of the changed terms of service without deleting their accounts before the new policy went into effect on January 16, 2013. The move garnered severe criticism from users, prompting Instagram CEO Kevin Systrom to write a blog post one day later, announcing that they would remove the offending language from the policy. Citing misinterpretations about its intention to communicate that we'd like to experiment with innovative advertising that feels appropriate on Instagram, Systrom also stated that it was our mistake that this language is confusing and that it is not our intention to sell your photos. Furthermore, he wrote that they would work on updated language in the terms to make sure this is clear. The policy change and its backlash caused competing photo services to use the opportunity to try to lure users away by promoting their privacy-friendly services, and some services experienced substantial gains in momentum and user growth following the news. On December 20, Instagram announced that the advertising section of the policy would be reverted to its original October 2010 version. The Verge wrote about that policy as well, however, noting that the original policy gives the company right to place such advertising and promotions on the Instagram services or on, about, or in conjunction with your content, meaning that Instagram has always had the right to use your photos and ads, almost any way it wants. We could have had the exact same freakout last week, or a year ago, or the day Instagram launched. The policy update also introduced an arbitration clause, which remained even after the language pertaining to advertising and user content had been modified. Columbia Law School professor Tim Wu has given public talks explaining that Facebook's 2012 purchase of Instagram was a felony. A New York Post article published on February 26, 2019, reported that the FTC had uncovered by a high-ranking Facebook executive who said the reason the company was buying Instagram was to eliminate a potential competitor. As Wu explains, this is a violation of U.S. antitrust law, see monopoly. Wu stated that this document was an email directly from Mark Zuckerberg, whereas the Post article had stated that their source had declined to say whether the high-ranking executive was the CEO. The article reported that the FTC has formed a task force to review anti-competitive conduct in the tech world amid concerns that tech companies are growing too powerful. The task force will look at the full panoply of remedies if it finds competitive harm, FTC Competition Bureau Director Bruce Hoffman told reporters. In 2016, Olivia Solon, a reporter for The Guardian, posted a screenshot to her Instagram profile of an email she had received containing threats of rape and murder towards her. The photo post had received 3 likes and countless comments, and in September 2017, the company's algorithms turned the photo into an advertisement visible to Solon's sister. An Instagram spokesperson apologized and told The Guardian that "We are sorry this happened. It's not the experience we want someone to have." This notification post was surfaced as part of an effort to encourage engagement on Instagram. Posts are generally received by a small percentage of a person's Facebook friends. As noted by the technology media, the incident occurred at the same time parent company Facebook was under scrutiny for its algorithms and advertising campaigns being used for offensive and negative purposes, censorship and restricted content. According to a Facebook spokesperson, on January 11, 2020, Instagram and its parent company Facebook are picking up posts that voice support for slain Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani to comply with U.S. sanctions. Instagram has been the subject of criticism due to users publishing images of drugs they are selling on the platform. In 2013, the BBC discovered that users, mostly located in the United States, were posting images of drugs they were selling, attaching specific hashtags, and then completing transactions via instant messaging applications such as WhatsApp. Corresponding hashtags have been blocked as part of the company's response, and a spokesperson engaged with the BBC explained. Instagram has a clear set of rules about what is and isn't allowed on the site. We encourage people who come across illegal or inappropriate content to report it to us using the built-in reporting tools next to every photo, video or comment, so we can take action. People can't buy things on Instagram. We are simply a place where people share photos and videos. However, new incidents of illegal drug trade have occurred in the aftermath of the 2013 revelation, with Facebook, Instagram's parent company, asking users who come across such content to report the material, at which time a dedicated team reviews the information. In 2019, Facebook announced that influencers are no longer able to post any vape, tobacco products, and weapons promotions on Facebook and Instagram. In October 2013, Instagram deleted the account of Canadian photographer Petra Collins after she posted a photo of herself in which a very small area of pubic hair was visible above the top of her bikini bottom. Collins claimed that the account deletion was unfounded because it did not break any of Instagram's terms and conditions. Audra Schroeder of The Daily further wrote that Instagram's terms of use state users can't post pornographic or sexually suggestive photos, but who actually gets to decide that? You can indeed find more sexually suggestive photos on the site than Collins, where women show the side of femininity the world is used to seeing and accepting. Nick Drew at The Daily Beast wrote a report the same month focusing on hashtags that users are unable to search for, including hashtag sex, hashtag bubblebutt, and hashtag ballsack, despite allowing hashtag fakeitits, hashtag guns for sale and hashtag sexy times, calling the discrepancy nonsensical and inconsistent. Similar incidents occurred in January 2015, when Instagram deleted Australian fashion agency Sticks and Stones Agency's account because of a photograph including pubic hair sticking out of bikini bottoms, and March 2015, when artist and poet Rupi Kaur's photos of menstrual blood on clothing were removed, prompting a rallying post on her Facebook and Tumblr accounts with the text "We will not be censored," gaining over 11,000 shares. The incidents have led to a hashtag Free Nipple campaign, aimed at challenging Instagram's removal of photos displaying women's nipples. Although Instagram has not made many comments on the campaign, an October 2015 explanation from CEO Kevin Systrom highlighted Apple's content guidelines for apps published through its App Store, including Instagram, in which apps must designate the appropriate age ranking for users, with the app's current rating being 12+ years of age. However, this statement has also been called into question due to other apps with more explicit content allowed on the store, the lack of consequences for men exposing their bodies on Instagram, and for inconsistent treatment of what constitutes inappropriate exposure of the female body. Censorship of Instagram has occurred in several different countries. On October 30, 2020, Instagram temporarily removed the recent tab on hashtag pages to prevent the spread of misinformation regarding the 2020 United States presidential election. On January 7, 2021, United States President Donald Trump was banned from Instagram indefinitely. Zuckerberg stated, "We believe the risks of allowing the president to continue to use our service during this period are simply too great." Instagram has been blocked by China following the 2014 Hong Kong protests because a lot of videos and photos are posted. Hong Kong and Macau were not affected as they are special administrative regions of China. Turkey is also known for its strict internet censorship and periodically blocks social media including Instagram. A few days after a fire incident that happened in the Koryo Hotel in North Korea on June 11, 2015, authorities began to block Instagram to prevent photos of the incident from being spread out. Experiences. American Dream has a section of its shopping and entertainment complex called Instagram Moments that are photo-friendly attractions throughout the property.